In this episode of the Law Firm Marketing Podcast, leading business and marketing strategist Ric Willmot on strategy and the importance of alignment. And in our quick tip, we reveal a couple of tools that will expose your website. Welcome to the Law Firm Marketing Podcast. My name is Dan Toombs, and it's great to have you with us on another jam-packed show, which is, of course, proudly brought to you by Australia's leading professional services marketing company, Grow Your Firm. Grow Your Firm is working with law and accounting firms on web strategy, design, development, SEO, and social media and email campaign management. Now, we've also just released our workshops and masterclass that are all about teaching your own people how to stay ahead in this dynamically changing landscape. If you want to know more, simply visit www.growyourfirm.com.au. That's www.growyourfirm.com.au, or call us if you're in Australia on 1300 886 322. That's 1300 886 322. Ric Willmot from Executive Wisdom is with us today, and he offers advice that I reckon if you're smart enough to implement in your firm today, you will see significant dividends. He talked a lot about the need for alignment between marketing and other operational strategies within your firm, and forecasts the biggest mistakes that law and accounting firms make, and of course, he teaches you how to avoid them. I want to say a big thank you to last fortnight's guest, Gary Birtwistle, and by the amount of downloads alone, it was evident that Gary most certainly struck a chord with listeners. Now, remember, if you want to know more about Gary, simply Google him or go to any bookshop and purchase one of his best-selling books. I highly recommend Who Stole My Mojo and How Did You Think of That? They're absolutely great books on creativity and incubating a culture of innovation within your firm. Now, if you've got questions for Gary that you'd like me to take up with him, then simply email them to me at questions@lawfirmmarketingpodcast.com, and I'll get Gary to answer them in an upcoming episode. If you're lucky enough to be on our mailing list, then last week you probably went a little mad with one of the free tools we suggested that exposes all the faults with not only your own website, but the weaknesses of your competitors. The team at HubSpot are to be congratulated on their website grader tool that just keeps on getting better. The tool, which can be found by simply Googling website grader, crawls through your site running a variety of tests that cumulatively provide a fairly definitive percentage of how good your site is. Now, we think your firm's website, if it's ranked at below 70%, you've got some work to do. If it's below 50%, then we think you've got some serious issues that you need to tangle with ASAP. Now, another great tool that is worth exploring is the PageRank tool. While Google PageRank is becoming less of a yardstick in determining Google's love for your website, it still is a pretty good indicator. Now, PageRank is between 1 and 10, and 1 being the lowest, and the distance between each numeric value growing exponentially. So most law and accounting firms have a Google PageRank of between 3 and 4, with the top tier firms usually ranging in rank from 5 to 6. Now, what we know about PageRank is that it has lots to do with links. Not only the number of links, but more importantly, the page rank of the organizations that are linking to your website. For example, Google will form the view that your law or accounting firm must be pretty special if it has acquired links from other similar organizations who are ranked very well. So getting top quality links is incredibly important, and it's why we tell law and accounting firms persistently that they should have a link building strategy operational within their firm. But don't, whatever you do, fall for offers made by people or organisations who promise to link you to 1,000 organisations with page ranks. Google recently has seriously spanked organisations who derive links from what are typically called link farms. Now, we'll leave the links to the PageRank tool and, of course, the website grader in our show notes. Ric Willmot is one of those rare people who can say he's an international consultant, author and speaker, and you know it's actually true. His work for clients focuses in 4 specific areas: purpose, people, process and performance. He is also the founder of the Society for Executive Wisdom. He's attracted clients ranging from AMP, BHP, Bendigo Bank, Commonwealth Bank, CPA Australia, Financial Planning Association of Australia, the Institute of Chartered Accountants, PricewaterhouseCoopers, and the Queensland Law Society, and over 100 other major corporations internationally. His speaking typically includes around 40 keynotes a year at major conferences, and he's consulted to the Australian Graduate School of Management MBA alumni. Ric, welcome to the Law Firm Marketing Podcast.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate the call.
Ric, tell us a little bit about your business, Executive Wisdom, and maybe touch on a bit your history and how Executive Wisdom came to be.
Sure. My background is, unfortunately, that I'm one of those boring accountants. So my background is in accounting and financial services, and then more recently in organisational development. Executive Wisdom Consulting Group, it's a global management consulting firm. We work internationally, and we are the trusted advisors to some leading businesses and institutions. What we do primarily is we help organisations make distinctive, lasting and substantial improvements to their performance. So that may include consulting, in-house training, workshops, coaching and mentoring, and I also personally myself speak at conferences and seminars. So Executive Wisdom came about many, many years ago. I'd been the CEO of 3 successful companies, and the last company that I was the CEO of got bought out by a national-based organisation who didn't need a CEO, and so I got sacked. And when I got fired, when we all get fired, one of 2 things happens. We get angry or we get depressed. And I got angry and I thought, I'm never going to let that happen to myself again. And so I decided to go out on my own and run my own business and run a model where it was a professional practice rather than a business, which meant that I could afford myself the discretionary time I needed. And the only thing I knew how to do was work with people in professional services primarily, or with CEOs, so CEOs of mining and resources companies. And that's how the business model has come about. It's been more about good luck and good fortune rather than good planning. It's been just